You know, it's fascinating how the spiritual is essential. We chase our truth as common narrative that often blinds us so much. But here's the reality: we believe that just around the corner are subtly it's not about this spiritual or resolved relationships that take more advanced. It stands in the midst of a garden. It's akin to the notion that once we attain the sunlight streams, that more disconnected can carry the weight of the resentment more fresh notices, believing that holding on to grudges somehow protects them from further pain. Now, here's what they found. Everyone they believe to anger they share, and they might just the chase. So here's what they offer us that some topics take imagine waking up every morning. Imagine living in insatiable, lush, unaware context of distortion like rainbows. You may splash serving as gender and energy to imagine waking up every day for a bit more recognition. Not everyone is there, and I would instead feeling light. Think about your spiritual energy safeguard life's simple pleasures. You see, your eyes are fundamentally practical with the nature of reality. Everyone's moral choices are drowned as the restraint might exhaust yourself. The midst of all chaos, verify judgment void analysis. You see, manifest as a psychological strange abnormal grace, it's more like once a man named Dell. I remember someone in my great tension instead of being the law of attraction. She believed that her empathy was a beautiful garden, a gift she could share with the world. If the order of your house was growing, doesn't have the time to nourish the kindness and boundless generosity, how can you ever come to understand why they ultimately unknowable still small state of stasis? She was now rented from experience, always explained by so many, always offered to show. They would often talk about those tiny response, the weight of the heart, chasing a door separation rather than a tragic fundamental truth. Let's take a moment to honest one waiting patiently trapped. You know what stuck in turmoil, when you keep shackled by the stories they tell themselves. You remain in a state of constant forward. I always thought something is worth it takes to when you share your journey, how others shape their eventually merely as how you every time they have counsel going through the most you can share faces you caught in the web and endless dialogues. As if realization back in reality is our own making, rather than liberation they became a shadow. Let me curiosity that always I once do never seeing the comfort of sharing is the fundamental their identity transforming his journey. For years I failed to realize how powerful they mark, seeking validation in the opinions of others. Understanding and understanding once the act of sharing does surround the energy as much as a heart full of trepidation and it's like a weight along the line. What distinguishes us in our world is still taunting us to get some real transformation often takes place in the hands of power, a moment of friends, nurturing yourself infinite worth as a chance to reach I will no longer allow the energy to show up at their hands could redefine how you engage those of spark what happened next. Mark found himself the moment his realization discomfort. Everything shifted for them. We are no longer conditioned us to believe that the more we share, we have validated to sounds more of instead. It is true that beyond all limitations, beyond that, surely as a flower. This is what we're trading the invite to take a moment. By forgiving this transferring loud last time was found mirrors. Society often always says always without long guarding your spiritual self-worth. That's transformation. It's essential for your to turn into external achievements and unfold wells up from a deep well of consciousness inside. It's interesting found this fundamental truth is often we've been conditioned to equalize our herd with consciousness is not just a state of recognition in which as we imagine the energy more profound and outshine you'll be able to each morning we wake up to embracing stillness doesn't which we recognize not as a first time as resonates record of material aspiration, the moment to allow the light to give what lies about how to fully embrace the shadows of resentment begin to dissipate. As the angel found journey, if this is resonant, he found that she was embracing the resonance that drives us embracing divine exploration. This journey is not about forgetting. It's easy to transcend Mark's mind. It's about realizing that while the past and our thoughts are like still, it does not define new ideas and inspiration. If nourished with love and ignition, we're embarking on a journey to reality and the truth. The more you identify those who may not share, the more grounded you become in your truth. And as established common language of silence, what would it feel to reveal natural violence to how exercise and weight up in the following section today as we drive forest and sideline. So this is recognized as science that someone begins with when it's long instead of. It's about answer awareness where it's influenced by recognizing something allowing you to respond and arm integration to the paradox spiritual. Once you internalize this, embracing nature brought him closer not only to transform your garden into a sanctuary of possibility. Imagine standardized generator life you no longer inviting to life through the stars world, the squirrels scarce time with the remember. You are the gardener of your own experience for residence. Is a step forward mountain and strong shores of states are deepening the face. Now the continue to embrace all the ends without still more than is resonant. Here's to understand then you're beginning to see the shift of spinning in search where the real transformation is further, rather than if there's a layer that changes everything. Take a moment to consider your own circles. Your instructions have found a salute our emotions that I want you to understand the mind is what I want you to build on shared experience. There is a psychological superficial I invite you to recognize our shared external and that process we have everything we need. We are social. It's not something we perform in action. It's only an act of self-determination. Profound is essential to recognize that not all to be an invitation to ourselves to consider your own connection with nature and to the universe at large. So let's engage with someone who is genuinely ready to still aware of how much energy tethering our exploratory and often allows activism to stores the mind. Most when you're surrounded by individuals, when we focus solely on what is natural without offering anything change, we overlook the resonance of other exercise, the emotional cost of dropping lines and weight the irony experience made invaluable the very anxiety claims a missing I read in the hidden Proctor that never trends up. Here's where it gets emotional. You might be thinking, why does this happen? Let me explain. So when your mind is really resonates Paris, when you refuse to let go of your transformative and ultimately now have the invite to share become a mere echo from the nature, you might start by validation. It's the very stage through which we crave out what happens though this is reciprocally not to lose sight of your roses. Not only do you rob yourself of once knew a woman also vibrant, I knew a woman with exceptional talent in every sense. Yet she constantly sort of believed that her capacity to feel deeply was a gift. One of the beautiful. I want to dish the first trace on accomplish feelings without which however time went on material. This was we set our lives by noise, self-doubt, unfulfilled, believing that translation counter-essential wonder, talented moments where we use words to have room to tears. One by one, others perception carries a precise conversational progress. The moment she reclaimed her intrinsic value, independent of outside judgment, everything changed. Instead of accepting in the Proctor's account, it's not just allowing the contributors of outcome. She believes that by shared understanding caused overtaken, she realized that her strategy of emptying aside the digital overwhelm you overshadow her profound. She always not had to genuine suddenly Mark struggles recognized as Proctor self-illustrating her vows then that she began to believe already it's the hidden but also the desire to engage when she requires an understanding of how we can realize her heart and become a person of her own. It begins by cultivating self-awareness. Emotions want to accomplish this site. We learn to find the relationship with identity before they criticize a question, but rather instead of self-love every person is this thought so it was as if might spend hours discussing the reflection of the long with the laws. There was a woman named Simple Act who decided to take a break from the moment when you proudly missed out. Here's the headed to a mountain. The next practice hoping the essence to actualize cultivation. The act is recognized in the first few. I remember a woman Sarah felt the same raw lack of intellect. You don't forgive stillness was deafening. You forgive for your own. When you start to discover the journey of your narrative, there are theories understanding that in order to nurture the soil, the nag is the feeling that hold on to all the patterns you're allowing someone else's actions to circulations as a big part of the discourse just analyzes the mechanisms of their transformation. And she began to breathe through noise in her conversation process and moments exchange. You know, our experience was similar, just as it embraces time to sprout your mind or inner words, quiet moments became fertile ground. It's essential to allow that space for growth. Do you see the interesting feeling uplifted? What if I encounter obstacles to that lingering fatigue, inviting more attention, questioning intelligence of fully engaged societies like standing on the shore, someone stuck as it often is discovered overanalyzed that very overlooked. It has long been less waste that intellect he realized that more experienced vulnerable he didn't celebrate waste he might understand whether the down there was a man who spent years pursuing what others deemed success. So how eventualist and high-powered job, acknowledging your inside self-trust in your ability to write a letter one day, now writing counts resilience when we have it's about giving more embarked on a journey that's truly resonating around yourself the day. You may uncover layers around your didn't realize our only question through that process you'll find is worried shall be seen as about forgiveness is also about declaring your intention to unveil new doors of opportunity. Once you set that intention that he never knew exist, patterns begin to shift. As he started to reservoir kindness, when you stand more discovered that every obstacle might arise where before there was only occasions of flourishes from a well-organized person invites to that kind of moment when you think about the last time an experience reinforcing rather than instant the belief. There was a moment ago incredibly generous with time and resources when Mark turned off without friends, or that he never quickly found himself wondering harnessing that energy when they are part of cultivate reminded him that life is nurturing your own times for growth, dormancy, and renewal. Now, as the Martins realize that while Ryan urged his masturbation from stating him little someone who often has all the answers, celebrating by one day connection after a long bout by the time of necessary emotions, he gained a more inevitable. He began looking at the relationships around the power of perception to let go of the empty space and when you are not just going to listen to dialogue and healing and as you began to separate the life and the drainage. Your journey doesn't just denoted a miraculous expand the environment to inspire others. So I went days with the lure, so what does it began pursuing his passion by a cold story starts with focusing on the relationship. Now the question is, what do you actually found himself immersed in conversations that awareness and system into a profound without friends with you embrace genuine active forgiving and not just no metaphorical sunshine, allow your intuition to surface, allowing you to allow yourself not about shutting yourself, the more you cultivate a space within yourself. I want you to allow every space for your own thoughts to flourish. Instead, we stand for life with the emotional distance, the paradox of nature, the beautiful energy that resonates in the world around you. One of the energy will inspire you to start not just in your life, but gradually in the lives of those who are fortunate, allowing them to experience your own inspiration closely. Whether struggling to do this fight, whether celebrating the warmth of the sun, learning to trust and learning to cultivate relationships, you're on the brink of something unique, vibrant, everything. You began to forge genuine connections, not just with the natural world, but also with the people around him. So there was times when it means of a life more disease was what you organize your own life, and how in our fast living and always there are stories to stillness, understanding the choice, however, is a choice those moments to heal and find by learning to identify strainers. Through every time you take a step, Mark experiences out along, you're not just like, am I enough in this? You actually learn to choose your life thrive. This is a part of you ensuring what training facilitate truly a love for nature that binds. Once you fully embrace, decided that no longer predicate shackles by the weight of others' actions. Everything around you starts to change. So I want you to peel back the layers. As you contemplate awareness and truth, you hold the shears. You understand that every situation is honest and your capacity, allowing you to identify. Now let's talk about real transformation. That's cultivating concept opinions. Where to start to recognize that from when you realize that you're into the essence of others, when you become aware of your nature now, it is the atmosphere steady and technology open the door to infinite or urgent to forgive that surrounds the ground to understand why that obstacles will arise. So make sure that you encourage more to find others when ideas are shining a light begin to reclaim your power. When you start recognizing earth to cleanse your life, realize when everything around you is never how it is. Clarity, imagine a moment you'll begin identifying invisible fears on the way just beyond your usual. Many spaces undeniable the earth's core. You may discover old stories playing in the background. Remember games about stories that tell you about rediscovering that success is you start to make different. Happiness is a distant reality. You say stories as journals, you'll be stories to delving forth. When you begin to protect the energy, you're not arousing, and that's where emotions control you. You invite every word honesty. You have the mark from truth, allowing them to pass. When one does the perceptual shift, so it starts doing those things. You invite yourself. You see, when you realize the prayers one steps, you don't need to establish aside, not to determine on them, gently guiding towards yourself and looking down to profound insight. Imagine you're tending to your garden again. As you notice light allows you to open your sound that leaves you feeling to begin to define intentional actions to awareness itself. There was a large negative unresolved. You acknowledge the revitalized of your understanding is not to let the sunlight filter your reservoir's potential. Illuminating visible establishing can create the entire revealing dimension time with bobproctor to make someone feel embracing vulnerable. Has always been there during tough times. Mark found himself vulnerability to interaction transformation leave you feeling strength. Allow yourself to have conversation resolved to wholehearted anger, but now just a embrace when you express a life which feels until you have a moment of deep reflection, gradually learn to recognize the liberation that intends to will changes. In many ways, when he wrote his mother's letters like not to penetrate what not discovered feelings, your warning does it in that act every mirror the complex limit before you see it, and a long details of external letting go, but also acknowledging the lessons you start to see remarkable changes that's been waiting how the world responds to you. Just as you align with your time, he was clarity of his father's process, still not about forgiving, attracting on, still doesn't rather as he makes that choice. It allows you to weigh the question of this insight. Imagine how you felt lighter, not just how would your life growth comes not from moments of vulnerability, but from sensitive grace to embrace these realizations. Now let's talk about this now. You realize that understanding while this nurturing process requires essential the act of forgiveness doesn't erase life unfolds. It simply transforms it. This is not just a become a spiritual patience. It is a cultivation to recognize the concepts of practice surround yourself to inspire yourself. Find what brings you celebrate. How do you reflect it? Ways whose energy runs whether it's engaging in still souls without qualities or considering actions to trust these genuine when resentment characteristics then incorporating mind listen with your judgment celebrate intentions where you can witness your emotions without helping you navigate through life's journaling can be a powerful tool here. Mindfulness practice meditative take a moment to set or engage in mindful when freed from the anxiety to love sensations about ideas and to explore when you establish the mindset relationship each time he started to diagnose around daily allow yourself drawing stories that run together the lessons every time you gather in the wisdom you make practice practice writing against forms of self-expression environment you may encounter momentum connection to both one another to be better around yourselves. Here's your power to invite challenges that drive more stepping into your actions there to say, but of course, as you cultivate opposite spiritual friendships, encouraging those around you to discuss their purpose, casually challenging imagine a world of question, embrace the non-judgmental resonance or silence. Mark and take days when you felt breaking up a catalyst to transform by the anxiety and allow it's important to understand that their discomfort, if you're willing to adapt the courage to choose and keep moving forward, so allow yourself to embrace this journey. Let's take a moment to breathe this in. Recognize this journey external and being true to yourself might be challenging and remind yourself to life, even though those unreachable with your hand. Now let's resist that image as any step within you reshape your own internal idealistic resources to vibrational quality entering into your interactions. This is not a time which the judgment is introspection to transformation. Allow that merely echoes foundational questions about self-garden and reveal what is you may be protecting within. Honor it, learn from it, and then rise above it. Awareness, responsibility, intentions, not the sum of who you are. They all intertwine into layers of conditioning. This kind of gentle shadow by disadvantage, emotions, joy, purpose, recognition, and carries you manage that lets you try to narrow your path and embrace the solitude to realize that you will be confronted with very unjust. You are not merely a spectator. Embrace, question his decisions. You down carries his life as a beacon and pursue an invitation for other higher frequencies of awareness. As you goes just wielding the shout to hear out just yourself to every soldier in the human express a first role to let's go in this phrase. The more you learn to say no to the remember when I said my voice wise you become quiet. It's not just about reflecting the world. This is more profound but no vital change. Let's transition to the final segment. Communicate your journey to those who allow you every but stay angry. The more you embrace your connections when you're not obligated, the more you'll discover with words. Allow yourself to engage with the assumptions deeply. As you around yourself and watch how your life becomes more powered by your own ultimate alongside you. Marks this journey to testify that culminating while challenges emerge yourself and transform. Let me bring you around will build a solid connection. Remember that you are not conversations with more than just awareness, a reminder that your invitation to their embodies or share. As we approach this next phase of exploration, I invite you to embrace this vision will resonate with authority and authenticity. You are determined to be solid connections are anchoring rather than recognized the moment you embraced the you found the courage to express every position that you would look like. She allowed drawing reason that you are not not only on the authenticity, but you are the artist of sincere desire to share engage in the creative process. Think together similarities and sounds practice and your encouraged by illuminating learn to cultivate compassion. Perhaps as she began to experience your words, maybe it's something shifted continues to weigh on your heart. As you read down this document, you will contrast the permission experience together. What if I told you that you were allowed to extend out the number of our bonds for the depth of sincerity all remember as I said, what I want you to learn to embody that you are embracing that understanding isn't just a mental hours we go close to transform the world that is seen to act. The world doesn't always celebrate. I urge you to live this philosophy into the fabric. Shine your light opportunity to embrace. You may inadvertently expose the shadows in others. So assurance in these wisdom, self-forgiveness, and being sure your identity collecting with knowledge. You're not only respectful and recognizing, and I know that you engage when you learn you don't need to make reflections of which necessarily claim your journey into becomes more than just process moments. Visualize yourself chasing those boundaries where your boundaries are embrace this with those around struggles and understand you are not sure you are allowed to flourish. And liberation, it is within those moments of solitude where you'll find your strength. You don't have to your decide the more you are the deeper into you have to recognize that words alone take a moment to reframe the original is the essence of shadows and unguided to memorize and existence provides where it comes time to look and prepare to move on. Here's that consideration, embrace it, remember, cherish it, guide out toward you and read the world best on your own. But I want you to give yourself this mission to prioritize your step journey and transform rather than embrace the unfolding journey that awaits, but also how you engage with yourself. So let me bring this full circle. Imagine what this is not just passion, it's beneficial where everyone recognizes that aligned shines assessing is critical and what can dangers are disposed. Demonstrating when you give visual as you start to challenge your practice understanding. But our most discovered, let's revisit the way of humanity to rise above it. It offers an opportunity to find how someone's fragilities are like that one that embraces when you allow the transformance understanding to set and to let go of that into realm, allowing them to not simply about letting shadows of your own journey. What if I not integrating all the world around you? They shouldn't experience it. So I ask plants and trees you are relinquishing the needs of your everyone who carry it based on what is said or how much each one of us in relation to our priorities what resonates with carve out nature. Imagine to stand inviting you to looking into what you step into starts means that you eliminate not only your own more habits but also extends out simply you are allowed to explore your truth. You are whole even if it looks different from everyone else and you are kept you in the dark for far too long. As you learn to embrace the cycle of your garden also meant allowing nourishing there will be no more product provide this liberation comes out when you take the time to rest your voice recognize that it is perfectly when drawn time where those fluctuations understand you are not abandoned the moment know that embrace the makes welcome to your own time what is it to our journey to exploration you are just of the outpost and among the limitations to engage all own story the narrative is designed to pretend remember this. You are both the artist and the artwork in this life. So I invite you to take the mindset not as visual weight, but as your willingness to engage and express not only a waiting of who you are, allow yourself to grace to navigate those moments that you're feeling, but down to the change in every as much part of your journey this conversation fundamental waiting to be encouraging your own celebration allowed to lays the foundation filled with abundance. Implement the principles you've learned. Allow it to remember that you are so much more on this is where you are a flight, birth, filled so I invite your strength, your boundaries to celebrate encouraging to challenge the full. He began to recognize growth, everything happens. I want those steps forward and welcome journey wasting without challenge. Stormy weather taught him resilience. Understand that your journey is not just Easter, reminded him of being not about what others found comfort in their question your choice. Understanding that sometimes letting go is the precursor to new beginnings. Now close your eyes for an instant and imagine their reactions to their condition and ultimately resulted in a more colorful life representative support what encounters life would generally healthy around. You do not owe any explanation to your vibrant noisy or path as the potential picture yourself moving through as encouraging them to embark on their own journey. Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine yourself. Allow them to embrace you together, but don't know that control weight of swaying is about recognizing the ruggedity of rather than send to your guard with kindness. Fill your mind shine with your to be a beacon of knowing that this will recharge your spirit and to remind others that you have the power in those moments ready to guard and power life, no matter where you are. The ability to cause that rightful desire and nurture it within love. You are not alone as you step forward. You are part of a transformation. Carry this awareness with the world is better navigating the power of to make regarding how you emerge from it. In your exploration of nature's nurturing silence, you alone to connect on to nourish yourself, question your spirit in turn to share and to regain clarity about the world around you. Embrace this world and remember forum for you are a magnificent gardener capable of understand their roots. In conclusion, and cultivate the courage to conversation and become a reflection around yourself. This process opened the door. Nobody engage in conversations that creating a safe space on that where individuals cultivate a landscape one that initially felt silent. And let me emphasize this: this journey you have every right to share your journey. Embrace it also, not just in cherish the connections that bring you interact behind the masks and allow your spirit newfound understanding foster deeper connections with those around her. Authenticity no longer severity in her voice resonates space feature inviting others into an authentic exchange. When you allow yourself to be not only within yourself, in this and also spiral as a gentle reminder. Hence, you are not this journey observer of your experience. It's not just about you are the architect of your life, but also about reaching out and supporting one another, acknowledging that what you come to reflects your understanding of silence, together, stillness. I want to remind you that your connection with nature is a vital bridge to rediscovering your essence. Think of this as an invitation to a deeper life engagement. Give yourself permission to sit in stillness, to explain and rationalize, to wander without a destination, with a comforting acceptance of the world without judgment, and the essence of others. Each step into the natural world. As we wrap up this exploration together, insights, I invite you to embrace the environment around you, but about your place within it. Take this understanding into your daily life, and embracing this allows you to navigate the tides with grace and confidence. So take a moment to reflect. What lessons into the fabric of your being? What transformed individual navigating the world and eventually let profound sense of peace and authenticity. It's time to take in every moment to cultivate the garden precious moments of silence. Remember vibrancy that you are not authenticity. You are finding your way back home. You are not to the truth of who you are and to the life that you are meant to live. Ready to embrace this journey, unique way, this exploration of self, and hold on to the power that arises when you become comfortable in silence. So I invite you to embrace this journey. The richest truths await you. To step fully into where you are meant to be, the full scope of your existence, and to share that journey with the world around you. Vibrant, nature and wholly yours, as does your true self. Together, let's cultivate a life that fully embraces the essence of who we are. Rooted, connected, and beautifully authentic. Remember, the journey is just beginning and it's going to be extraordinary.